First FedEx, now Ford. China fined Ford Motor Co.'s main joint venture in the country for antitrust violations, marking the latest action toward a U.S. company as tensions between the two nations escalate. Chang'an Ford Automobile Co. will be fined $162.8 million $23.6 million for restricting retailers' sale prices in the southwestern city of Chongqing since 2013, according to a statement on the State Administration for Market Regulation's website. The fine amount the announcement comes just days after China said that it's investigating FedEx Corp. For wrongful deliveries, a move framed by the state news agency as a warning by Beijing after the Trump administration declared a ban on business with telecommunications giant Huawei Technologies Co. China has also, though China didn't spell out any links between the fine and the U.S. tensions, Ford said in a statement that it respects China's decision and that the venture will regulate operations in the country. Representatives said, with the spat over trade and technology escalating, more companies risk being caught up. China is drawing, a Chinese official said on Sunday that the government is firmly against the U.S.'s long-arm jurisdiction on Huawei, while downplaying concerns that the planned list of unreliable entities will be used to target foreign companies as a retaliation tool in the trade war. It's not the first time China has hit out at an American automaker amid geopolitical tensions. In China, the fine adds to Ford's woes in China as sales at its Chang'an venture dropped 54% in 2018. But going after a months-long ceasefire, Trump reignited the trade war by accusing China of reneging on commitments. Since Apple and Nike brace for China's wrath after Huawei ban. As to FedEx, which is based in Memphis, Tennessee, it had already felt the impact of China's slowing economy due to trade tensions and apologized for what it described as errors involving Huawei packages. China opened a probe because FedEx violated Chinese laws and regulations and harmed customers by misdirecting packages, the official Xinhua news agency reported. Vice Commerce with assistance from Kevin Hamlin and Tom McKenzie.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.